Hey, this is Robin coming at you for Secure Mindset. Today on this video of Secure Mindset, the very important use of your vocals. In this case, your vocal box and the way you're speaking. As a protection professional, especially those who encounter people on a daily basis in the streets, and even some military guys, the drill sergeants especially in the United States Marine Corps, really know how to scream at you. So it's highly important to know how to use your tone of voice and your voice in order to guide people and talk your way and guide people where the way you want them to go. Because as Sun Tzu said, the greatest victory is not fighting at all. Something like this, probably misinterpreted or absolutely messing up the quote. And we can do that, especially as security professionals, we really tend to be good at it, especially the unarmed guys, as our primary weapon is our mouth. We need to speak before we can do something, and generally. And if we can avoid the tool of violence, which of course is a very effective tool, but it's a tool in our toolkit that we can use. And so is our vocals and our use of our tone and tonality. Notice the way I'm speaking right now. It's calm, in deeper voice, and it creates a commanding presence. Well, I'm upping my voice and speaking a little bit faster. It's a little bit more enthusiastic. So in order to people get more attracted to that, I'm certainly going to use the top of my voice in order to attract people and then go to a calm, demeaning manner. But I can also ask you right now to please leave the room. See how quickly and easy it is to use your voice as a tool. And it's something that I sadly, especially among the police community, as my perspective from a security professional, is a tool that's being often forgotten. And I have criticisms towards some of the police community that they go to their weapons much faster than a security professional would in some cases, especially the unarmed guys who have a lot of training and experience in doing unarmed work. They would rather speak somebody out the door than drag them out. Especially because if a security professional, we get a complaint or something like that, we're much easier, especially in the Netherlands, to lose our license to work. And so we are really extremely careful with the way that we interact with people. Because especially in a situation that is an incident or requires us to be more present or use a hands-on, possibly, or the possibility of a hands-on situation. Now, you can notice the way that I used one of the voice tones and the tonality. Like, I want you to get out of this room right now. And how you feel with that? Take your time. And what if I tell you, would you please get out of the room? I would like that to be very, very much. Thank you. What tonality, and speaking of tone or voice, would you be listening earlier to? Would you be more inclined to listen to? Well, I bet it's, would you please get out of the room? Thank you. Now, I get that not everybody has the vocal range or the necessary vocal range to give a good developing tone in order to get people to listen to you in a good way because of the way that I speak and developed and learned to speak, because I didn't got this from my own. Well, the depth of tone I probably am lucky to get on my own, but the way of speaking and the way of tone pacing and trying to get out the ahs, ums, and uhs is something you can learn. And it's also you can use and develop while being under high stress. Because practicing this and doing this in a low stress environment is one thing, but using it in a proper way while being under a stressful condition where your voice starts to pitch or lower depending on the stress of the environment is something on a whole different level. What can you do about that? Well, one of the things you can do is to start making YouTube videos like this, is trying to see the way that you can use your voice and speak on command, basically. In order to that, you will need to take your time to speak and to listen what the other person is saying in order to keep a calm, demeaning manner. Also, a good way to practice is start singing. Go to a vocal coach. Really. I took a few vocal lessons, and I think I'm probably going to start very soon. Also because I really like it. But yeah, the environment needs to help with that for me. But that's a way. And the way to get your voice more up is to exercise in a more down tone. Is to exercise, like go proper exercises and do breathing exercises. Well, for somebody that wants to learn how to do the breathing exercises, you can look up Wim Hof from the Iceman method. Possibly might do a video in the future. If you want to have a video about that, how I do those exercises, leave a like and a comment, and we'll get that to it. The way that, how I hear you asking that, but then Robin, how is a vocal coach going to help me with as a protection professional? How is a vocal coach with singing going to help me in my profession? Well, just like I mentioned, if you would have a bigger vocal range and a way to have a proper way to express yourself, you're able to then use your voice in different manners regarding the situation. Your voice and your vocal tones become a tool. Well, I hope that this small video has given you some insight, and I hope that it's going to help you in your career. And if you like it, make sure you subscribe. Go to www.securemindset.com, listen to one of the podcasts on Secure Mindset, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.